The Galactic Council chamber fell silent as the Archon of Records closed the final data slate. Around the circular amphitheater, representatives from 47 species watched the holographic display flicker and die. The last known human settlement, a mining colony on Kepler 442b, had gone dark 3 standard cycles ago. Let the records show, the Archon's translator rendered her chittering voice into universal standard, that species designation human of planet Earth, Sol system, is hereby declared extinct. Cause of extinction, civil war, resource depletion, and failure to achieve interstellar unity. May their memory serve as warning to younger species. The assembled delegates murmured their acknowledgement. Humanity had been a curious case, brilliant in spurts, destructive in patterns. They'd reached for the stars with primitive chemical rockets, established 13 colonies across 6 systems, then imploded in a cascade of conflicts that left their homeworld silent. The last transmission from Earth had been a distress signal 47 years prior. No one had answered. Councillor Threx of the Keth Dominion shifted his massive bulk. A waste. They showed promise in mechanical engineering. Their fusion drives were crude but ingenious. They were too fractured, Ambassador Celine of the Verdant Collective replied, her photosynthetic skin shimmering with disdain. A species that cannot unite cannot survive. It is the way of the cosmos. The Council moved to other matters. The extinction of a species was unfortunate but hardly unprecedented. In a galaxy of 10,000 civilizations, races rose and fell like tides. Humanity would become another footnote in the great archives, another cautionary tale for emerging worlds. 3 months later, that certainty shattered. The distress call came from the Viridian Front, where the Keth Dominion had been locked in a bitter war with the Swarm, a hive-minded horror that consumed everything in its path. The Swarm had broken through the defensive perimeter around Threshold Station, and 6 billion Keth civilians faced extinction. All nearby vessels, this is Threshold Command. The transmission crackled with desperation. The Swarm has breached Sector 7. We're evacuating, but we need time. Any ship in range, please respond. We have children here, please. The transmission played on repeat, broadcast across a dozen systems. But the nearest Council fleet was 6 days away. The Swarm would overrun the station in hours. Then a new voice cut through the void. Threshold Command, this is UESS Indomitable. We read you. Hold position. Cavalry's coming. Councillor Threx jerked upright in his command throne. Impossible. Run identification on that transmission. His tactical officer's face went pale. Sir, the linguistic markers are human, but that's impossible. Threx finished. They're extinct. The sensor display told a different story. 47 contacts had just dropped out of FTL at the system's edge. The lead vessel's transponder identified it as the United Earth Stellar Ship Indomitable, registry number UESS 001. Behind it came a fleet that should not exist, carriers, cruisers, destroyers, and ships of classes the Keth had never seen. Threshold, this is Fleet Admiral Chen of the Earth Expeditionary Force. We're 3 minutes out. Get your people to shelter and stay clear of firing solutions. On Threshold Station, the Keth commander stared at his display in disbelief. Earth Force? But Earth is dead? Admiral Chen's voice carried grim amusement. That's what we heard you've been saying. Spoiler alert, we got better. Now shut up and let us work. The human fleet struck like a hammer of ancient Earth forged in stellar fire. Their ships moved with a precision that spoke of countless battles, executing maneuvers that violated conventional tactical doctrine. They didn't maintain safe distances. They drove straight into the Swarm's formation, point defense batteries blazing, launching fighter craft that flew with a recklessness that bordered on madness. But it was effective madness. A Swarm biocruiser, 3 times the size of any human vessel, erupted in fire as railgun slugs tore through its hull. Human Marines in powered armor breached the station, fighting corridor by corridor to evacuate trapped civilians. They sang as they fought, actual songs, their voices echoing through comm channels, turning battle into something primal and terrifying. Within 4 hours, the Swarm was in retreat. Within 8, they were annihilated. Councillor Threx found himself on a vid screen with Admiral Chen, an older human woman with gray-streaked hair and eyes that had seen too many stars die. You're supposed to be extinct, Threx said flatly. Chen smiled, but it didn't reach those tired eyes. We got the memo. 47 years ago, Earth went dark, right? Civil war, you concluded. Self-destruction. The evidence was incomplete. Chen leaned forward. We didn't destroy ourselves, counselor. We unified. It just looked like destruction from the outside. Every nation, every faction, every stubborn tribe of humanity looked at the void and realized we had two choices: grow up or die out. So we made the hard choice. We shut down every transmitter, recalled every colony, and went dark for 47 years. Why? Because unity isn't built in the light, counselor. It's forged in silence, in sacrifice, in the slow, painful work of becoming something better than we were. We spent 47 years building a single government, a single fleet, a single purpose. And when we were done, we came back. Threx felt something he rarely experienced: genuine awe. You let the galaxy think you were dead. We let the galaxy forget us, Chen corrected. And now, when you need us most, here we are. Not as 40 fractured colonies, but as Earth, united, ready, and counselor. Her expression hardened. We heard you chose not to answer our distress call all those years ago. We remember. But we also remember that civilization means being better than those who failed us. She terminated the connection, leaving Threx staring at a blank screen. 3 days later, the Galactic Council reconvened in emergency session. The Archon of Records stood before the assembly, holding a new data slate. Let the record show, she announced, that species designation human of planet Earth is hereby declared very much alive, and the galaxy just became a lot more interesting. In the gallery, Ambassador Chen of Earth watched with a slight smile. Humanity had died once in fire and chaos, but from those ashes something stronger had emerged. The galaxy had declared them extinct. They'd answered with thunder,